Number 1 says, is the graph exponential growth or decay? Every exponential graph has a boundary line, or asymptote, where the graph has a spot where it looks like it flattens out. If the graph gets closer to the boundary line, like this one does, as it goes to the right, then we call that exponential decay, because the values are getting closer to that boundary, so they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So this is an example of exponential decay. If that graph was reflected, it would still be exponential decay. I'll draw that in green, because the values are pretty negative, and then they're getting closer and closer and closer to the boundary as well. So that would also be an example of exponential decay. Exponential growth goes away from the graph, or the boundary line, if I were to draw a boundary line. Exponential growth starts at the boundary and then gets further and further and further away. That's an example in pink. And then another example in pink that would be reflected would be growing in the negative direction. Both of those examples are growth.